Hi, everybody, and welcome once again to another edition of KSJE On the Road. I am Scott Michlin. We're out at Lyons Wilderness Park Amphitheater for one of the final rehearsals for the musical Grease. That'll be on stage, of course, here later on this week and all the way until July the 10th, 12th. One of those dates. Randy West is here, too, to talk to me about the play and the other things he has planned this summer, so stay tuned as we take you to KSJE On the Road right after this. KSJE On the Road is supported by Four Corners Economic Development, supporting and building economically vibrant businesses and communities in the Four Corners region through effective partnerships. FORSED is a public-private partnership that unites county and municipal governments with its member businesses and other resource partners to build the intentional economic future of San Juan County. Learn more about the ways FORSED is helping existing businesses thrive and grow and attracting new businesses to the community at the number 4cornersed.com. KSJE On the Road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net.
This corner of the world is our corner. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are working together in a shared mission and vision to deliver world-class care, making life better for the communities we're privileged to serve. Life is our sacred trust. Better is our mission. Here is our home. San Juan Regional Medical Center. To life better here. Visit lifebetterhere.com to learn more.
There are days when the weight of the world is heavy on your shoulders. But there is something you should know. You are never alone. There are beautiful people in this world who will walk with you when you feel off course, guide you when you need it most. They are there for you, and they're closer than you think.
At San Juan County Partnership, our mission is a thriving and healthy community. We strive to achieve this through educating our youth about eating healthy, moving every day, and the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We educate adults about access to health care, the dangers of polysubstance use, and drinking and driving. We work hard to keep families housed and to help those without permanent shelter have a place to call home. We are here for you. We are San Juan County Partnership.
When you need precision from above, Zia Drone Operations has you covered. Monitor your project like never before with detailed site progress tracking, giving you real-time insights and stunning visuals. From rugged landscapes to complex environments, our advanced terrain analysis delivers the data you need to plan with confidence. Transform your projects with high-precision 3D modeling and mapping designed to bring every detail into focus. Our cutting-edge aerial imagery gives you crystal-clear visuals for marketing, planning, and beyond. Fully licensed, insured, and compliant with all FAA rules and regulations, Zia Drone Operations delivers professional, reliable, and innovative solutions from the sky. Elevate your vision today.
Welcome back to Lions Wilderness Park Amphitheater. I'm Scott Michlin, of course, with KSJE on the road. As I mentioned, we are here for one of the final rehearsals of Grease, the musical, which is going to be on stage later on this week, of course, running for almost a whole month, a little over a month. 5 weeks, see? And here's who's with me, of course, the man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, Randy West, who is here, the artistic director of Four Corners Musical Theater. And Randy, thank you for joining me. Thanks for letting us come out here.
Always a pleasure, Scott. I was talking to my friends about hat, no hat, because we're having pretty
those New Mexico breezes.
A breeze. Oh, he calls it a breeze out here. So they said hat on because that way my hair won't be taking my focus away from me.
There you go.
That said, I'm wearing the hat.
Wearing the hat. That's it. Because that's how we recognize
that
you.
Is that.
With the hat.
The hat and the suspenders.
That's Randy.
Yeah.
There you go. But glad to be here.
Oh, a joy.
Grease is another, audience selection, I guess?
It is.
Is that what happened?
Yes, we are right now going into our third season that has been selected largely by a survey that went to our ticket holders and another section of Farmington people. And we had quite a few submissions. It was maybe 700-ish, I think.
Okay.
And
that's pretty good.
Yes. And when we were looking at the summer, there were 2 or 3 other musicals that were here, and Grease was 10 times above any of the other submissions. So basically it was a non-issue that we would be doing Grease this summer. I've done Grease twice before. I've never done it outdoor in an amphitheater, so that's a joy because it sure fits out here.
Yeah. Okay. You've kind of transformed the stage into Rydell High School.
That's right.
And other places.
Cruz Hernandez is our set designer. And we look at, he's changed the roof line of the Taverna. He's designed a whole set that I think makes this musical work here.
Yeah.
And of course, just being outside and, dancing from the dirt to the platforms, it's just that sandstone experience.
That's right.
And we have a live band this summer. We have a 5-piece, 2 synthesizers, a bassist, a guitarist, and a drummer.
Nice.
All playing live.
Which is always fun to have a live band.
I just couldn't imagine doing Grease to tracks. I mean, so much of the energy is in the blending of the instruments and the singers.
Right. You mentioned the word Taverna on the set, which I think is a nice throwback to one of the first shows.
We always
that you
call
did,
it the Taverna
right?
because that was Mamma Mia.
Folks will remember Mamma Mia, and that's what you call it out there. So I get that. So you've compiled another great crew, another great team of actors to come and perform, both locals and some of your professionals who you bring to town, and so a nice mix who we're going to hear from as well.
Yeah, we have more locals in this first show than I think we ever have, because it's a show about Rydell High, so I could take our very best teenagers and make them high school students. And there's a group of 4 teachers at Rydell, and all of them either were or are teachers in the Farmington School District. So there's a lot of cross of local. And then when we get to Shrek, we have 24 of our young'uns playing fairy tale creatures.
Nice.
And I think we've got a cast of 74, but I would say at least 30, 35 of them are locals who auditioned, and they've been rehearsing Monday nights since June to get ready. So, and we actually literally close Grease on Sunday, and we start Shrek the very next Tuesday. And then our rehearsals with everybody, because of the professional structure, is 2.5 weeks. We have 14 8-hour days with 2 days off on Monday. So the locals, in order to be able to just be mixed into that whole, they know everything they sing and everything they dance before we put that big group into the show. And our goal, and I think we pretty much made it every year, is not to say, boy, the professionals were great and the local people were good too. We want that to just blend, so you just say, what a group of great talent that's doing Shrek. But we do have more local talent than we've ever had in the first show out at Sandstone, because Sandstone is a challenge. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we're right now, it's really ultra dry. When it
Right.
moves, the dirt is getting in people's noses. They're having to blow out the dirt. There's just a lot of, and for some people, it's the altitude. Believe it or not,
Sure.
they have
if they're
to
coming
adjust.
from the East Coast
right.
or whatever, right? Sea level.
So
you're a mile up.
but the locals don't have to deal with any of that. They're here. They have the energy, but they also are adjusted to what our summers are like and what our sand and dust devils are like.
True. Very true. Well, we talked earlier to one of your local actors who has been with you for a while, Daniel West, so I want to hear what he had to say and share that with our audience.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Then it cuts out on us.
West, who is part of the cast and crew with Grease here at Lions Wilderness Park Amphitheater, and he's also been part of Sandstone for a number of years and local theater for longer than that.
Just a little bit, but yeah.
Welcome. Thanks for being here,
Thank
talking
you.
to me. So, what's your part in Grease this year?
I am playing Eugene. He's the nerd character that shows up like twice in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what other performances have we seen you in? A lot out here.
You've seen me in Damn Yankees, and I was a dancer in Hairspray, and then I was also the lead in TEA's Much Ado About Nothing here, and then
Right.
I had a very small role in Treasure Island a few years ago.
Very good.
Which is also TEA, yeah.
Yeah. So this really seems to be clicking for you, this whole musical theater thing.
It's, as far as jobs go, it's the best. I can't ask for better. I really
What do you like
can't.
most about it?
It doesn't feel like a job. You know, I've had a bunch of crappy minimum wage jobs in my time, and compared to any of those, this is just a dream come true. I mean, it's fun. You're hanging out with friends and just dancing on stage. Doesn't get much better than that.
Right.
Yeah.
The singing, the dancing, is there anyone that you like more than the other, or it's all
the acting.
together?
If I had to, yeah, I'm a good actor. I'm an okay singer. I'm not a great dancer. Don't tell Randy, but I'm figuring it out.
Got it.
I am figuring it out.
Okay. But you're enjoying it.
I love it.
And anything about working outside as opposed to maybe on the stage at the Civic Center?
Oh,
or
it's so much
indoors?
better. Oh, it's so much better. That's one of my least favorite things about acting, actually, is the stuffy backstage environment, but that doesn't exist out here. Out here, it's fresh air, it's beautiful, great temperatures. It's
Right.
amazing.
Right. And talk about the show. How are you enjoying the show, the music, and the
The
whole
music's
plot?
very good. It's very iconic. It's easy to dance to. It's one of the funner shows I've done out here for sure.
And Randy talked a little bit about your growth, I guess, from being part of Four Corners Musical Theater and things like that. When you look back on some of your earlier roles, do you see it?
Yeah, I mean, 3 years ago, I'd never been in a musical before, and Randy picked me out of the local bumpkin herd, and he decided that he wanted to give me a shot to do this in a professional environment. And yeah, I'm way better than I used to be. I've grown a ton, I think, and it's still as fun as the first day I did it. So I'm really, really, really grateful for the opportunity, that's for sure.
And what do you attribute that to? Just being in the shows, or getting some feedback from the other actors, or from Randy?
All of it, yeah. I mean, the experience is the most important thing, just showing up and doing it. Practice makes perfect and all that. But the encouragement from Sarah and Randy have been super valuable as well. And then the role models of the pro actors from out of town, getting to see what they do and copy some of that. It's been amazing for sure.
It all helps.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very good. Well, looking forward to seeing you in the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't believe
There you go. That's Daniel West, who's one of the actors in the show, one of
Yes.
the locals, who's been in a bunch of other performances.
You know, Daniel came to me 5 years ago. He'd been doing local community theater, and that's the ensemble group, and
Right.
they're great. But he came to me and he said, "I've never done a musical." And I said, "Well, let's see if he can sing." And he can. And then I just kept giving him more and more and more. And he's been playing supporting leads in our stuff for over 2 years now.
Right. Yeah.
And he's serious about it. He grows every time he works with us.
There you go. Very good. Well, it's great to see him back on stage, of course, and with all the other cast and crew. And so putting this together, again, you mentioned a little bit about some of the challenges of being outside and with the New Mexico breezes, as we're talking about today.
That's funny.
And maybe a little stronger breezes sometime. And but things like that, you'll be on stage for, what, 5 weeks?
Yeah.
That's the run,
Thursday
right?
through Sunday, 8
Thursday
o'clock.
through Sunday, 8 o'clock. Okay, even on Sundays.
Well, we can't get God to turn the lights down, so
Yes.
we have to go at 8
You've got to
o'clock.
work with that, right? So 8 o'clock, and then for folks I think who always come out, you know, again, it's just you get food, right? There'll be
Clancy's
food
is
service.
doing the food service.
Okay.
And we have a whole other group of locals hired for hospitality, so they help run the box office, pass out stuff. There's a lot of community involved in this show.
Definitely,
Yeah.
very true. And I think a lot of folks look forward to it
Yeah.
every year. You know, they bring their family, friends from out of town who are maybe visiting for the summer and come out and
Clancy's is doing 50s food, so hamburgers, hot dogs, that kind of stuff.
Right, exactly. Very good. And then some of the other cast and crew, you've got another bunch of folks you brought in
I do.
again. And tell me-
Well,
yeah.
we have now the guy Andrew who's playing Danny. We've never worked with before. He submitted. He had really strong submission qualities, and he can embody and also do that kind of iconic John Travolta. Not like we're trying to copy John Travolta, but there are some little vocal things he does that if you didn't have them, I think you'd miss them.
Right.
So he can do all that. And Emma, who played everything from Dorothy in Wizard of Oz to Inga in Young Frankenstein, is Frenchie. Sarah Harkness, who is my choreographer, and boy, we've been working together since she was 14. And all the choreography in this, I mean, wait till you see it. It's a big dance show.
Yeah.
And she spent a lot of work researching it, but also she's got people that can dance it, so it's really a fun thing to come see. That and the coordination between the live band, which is under the baton of J.J. Nobrini, who is our musical director, and he's also conducting the orchestra. And we do have all the movie songs in this. We paid an extra license to have all the songs they added for the movie in this production. The two times I've done it before, they weren't available yet, so that's a great ad, and that's a lot of fun. But we have we also have Amber Glasgow, who does a lot of work with us as Jan, and I'm sure I'm leaving. Oh my goodness, Lauren plays Rizzo, and she plays her own Rizzo. She's not trying to clone some other actor's performance, but man, is she good. And you see her all the way through the show, and by the time she finally sings There Are Worse Things I Could Do, and just rings the whole auditorium with it, it just ties it all up. So I'm real pleased, and we've got coming back, well, let's see, we've got some new people
Right.
that are doing in the burger things. We've got new people that we brought from out of town that are mentoring. They're fresh out of Emerson University. So we do have some cross talent that we've never worked with.
Right.
But I mean, you got Sean McCall and Matt Aaron in the soul it's the lights, I think. No, I'm
Maybe
just
it's
kidding.
it's the breeze.
No, it's in the hand jive section, the whole
Right.
dancing at the hop.
Yeah.
And the two of them come out and do that. So it's a really good cross-section of new people that you haven't seen before that are doing a great job. Our core company is there, and the involvement of the local talent is significant. And I should say Sarah Piper plays Miss Lynch,
Right.
who is the crabby teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. And I know you've cornered the market on leather jackets.
We have.
I understand. So.
You know, it's funny. When they first said that all of the T-Birds were in blue jeans, leather jackets, and literally white T-shirts, I said, I get it, but man, is that going to be just too dull? Well, they did so much color and excitement in the girls' costumes that it actually is interesting. When they work together, it doesn't, and when they split up, you absolutely see the two different looks. So I design sets sometimes, but now we have crews. I also do lighting sometimes, but the one thing I never do is costumes. And so it's great to have a company that works. And we have Chloe, who's now coordinating our costume stuff out in California, because she lives there, and she's an actual professional costumer. So
Right.
I think this went really smooth on the costume settings.
Nice. Very good. But you still do hair and makeup.
We do.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Emma-
Just checking. You're not putting twirlers in people's hair backstage?
Emma and Lauren, and then the wigs are done by Amber Glasgow. And wait till you see these wigs; they're really fun.
I think we have a clip of those wigs we'll
Oh,
show
good.
in just a minute. But yeah, I want to ask you too a little bit about another actor, Tom Campbell, who's back with you,
Yes.
and he is pretty talented.
I love Tommy Campbell.
And so he's in the show as well.
He's Kaneki.
Yes, exactly.
He actually sings the Grease Lightning number. You know, that role is always supposed to sing the Grease Lightning number, but in the movie, John Travolta said, I'm not doing the movie unless I sing Grease Lightning. So in the movie, it's John Travolta, but it's written to be Kaneki, and so Art Kaneki sings the number.
All right, here's a little bit of what Tom had to say earlier.
Sure.
Wilderness Park Amphitheater. Welcome back to Farmington.
Thank you for having me back.
Outdoor musical theater.
Oh, yeah.
So how's it going so far? Opening this week.
Yeah. We open. We have a first preview tomorrow, and then we open on Thursday. We're feeling really good. It's so much fun.
Right. The part of Kaneki. Have you played that before?
Nope. This is my first Kaneki.
Brand new. Okay.
That's right.
And how are you fitting into the character? How's the character fitting in with you?
I felt like I slipped into character really easily. He's a bit of a troublemaker, and so I didn't have to do a whole lot of acting in that regard. So
right.
I felt like it was a lot of fun. I got to use some activity and some behavior that I were kind of lying underneath from my teenage days, and I got to awaken those again. So that was a hoot.
Okay. All right. Very good. Coming back to Farmington, working outdoors here at Lyons Wilderness Park. Any flashbacks? Any things you prepare for when you're working outside?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, now I know exactly what to look for when it comes to like the dryness and the full sun working out in there, and the element's a little windy today, so accounting for that as well. So I've got a whole repertoire of things that I'm prepared for. So I feeling pretty good.
Right. When you're not here, remind us where you have been working in past shows.
I'm mostly working Portland, Maine. That's where I live.
Okay. A little different climate than here, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah.
A little bit. Very good. Have you been in Greece before?
No, this is my first Greece.
First Greece too. Okay.
That's right.
All right. So the music and the dancing, all good so far?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I've known of the music my whole life, and I've actually only recently seen the movie maybe last year. So yeah, this is all very, very fresh to me, which I kind of like. I like not going in with a whole bunch of presupposed ideas and thoughts. So yeah.
Very good. All right. Excellent. Good luck with the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking with me. Thank you, Tom Campbell. Back here with Randy West, Florida Carries KSJE on the road, and a lot of talent.
Yes.
In the show.
And
singing,
basically,
dancing.
You're hearing our mic checks. We do this every night.
Right.
Everybody, we run 28 individual wireless mics, and Ed, who is the sound engineer, has to hear them, hear their highs, hear their lows in this space, because just the ambience of the air here changes wireless mics, and so we have to do them every night, and then that should hold throughout the next couple of hours. Grease is short. Grease is an hour first. The first act is 1 hour, 15-minute intermission, and then the second act is 1 hour. So if we keep the intermission to 15 minutes, which sometimes if we have a bigger crowd, we have to let everybody get through the snack line to get something if they want something.
Yes.
But as soon as we get that done, we start the second act, and the second act is only an hour too. So it's a tight little show.
Nice.
I will say that we're really pushing it, and I think successfully, involving the whole community and what Four Corners Musical Theater does. But we also, in our core company, and some players from our core company always come in. I mean, I don't always have them all, but I always have some of them. And they've become known in Farmington now. Matt walks his dog in a dog park, and all of those guys know Matt, and they come to see the show. There's people at TJ's that recognize him and say, "Aren't you in the show?" So it's a nice another way to build roots into the community, to have actors that the public know and say they're excited to come see them. Which brings me to Caroline. If you saw Little Mermaid last August, she absolutely was the epitome of Ariel. Well, this time she is the epitome, and I'll tell you, wait till you see her as Sandy.
Yes, she is the Sandy
part,
right? And so we talked to her earlier this afternoon as well, so let's give a listen to what she had to say earlier here. Here she is. Who was also in Greece this summer at Lyons Wilderness Park Amphitheater. You were also in Little Mermaid as Ariel, right?
That's right.
So congratulations. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
And now you're back. And so tell me a little bit about preparations for Greece this week.
I mean, it's been a very busy week, but we're so excited. I mean, the show is really starting to come together, and the space is just like perfect for Greece. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do with it, and with all the different levels and how big the set is. I mean, it's really going to feel really magical, I think.
Right, because Little Mermaid was indoors, and now you're outside here.
Yes, this is my first time at Sandstone, which has been really, really exciting. And obviously, there's challenges that come with doing outdoor theater, but I think there's a lot of wonderful things about it too. And I think for this production in particular, I think it really elevates it.
Right, right. Now your character in Grease is Sandy, right?
Yes.
You are the Sandy in Grease, and so that's a big part.
Yes.
Obviously, lots of singing, lots of dancing.
Absolutely.
And so, any favorite part of the show?
I mean, it feels like an honor to get to sing "Hopelessly Devoted to You." I mean, it's such an iconic song. Everyone knows it, and obviously Olivia Newton-John is just, just divine, and it's big shoes to fill. But it's a song that I've been singing for years, and my mom used to sing it in voice lessons when she was a kid. So there's a little bit of like a legacy to it too. So I think it's really, that's one of my favorite moments in the whole show. And also getting to do "You're the One That I Want To," it's also iconic and so much fun. And I get to do that one with everyone, which this is such a spectacular cast, and it's just such a joy to get to work with everyone.
Nice, nice, very true, very true. And so, with that, have you ever done Grease before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay, all right. So brand new to the part, brand new to the play.
Yes.
And all of that. So very good. And coming back, where do you perform when you're not here?
Oh, so I am based in Philadelphia, so I perform there quite a bit. I've been in several shows in the Philly area in the past year. I just got off of doing Young Frankenstein at the Candlelight Dinner Theater, which is in Delaware, and I did a show, the Secret Garden, with a theater in Reading. So I've kind of been a little bit all over, but I'm usually in the Philly area. But I do love coming to Farmington. I mean, it's such a special community here, and the theater and the work that's being done here is really, really top notch.
Well, thank you for bringing your talent here and sharing it with the rest of us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck with the show.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And we are back here at Lions Wilderness Park Amphitheater. Scott Michlin along with Randy West in the final rehearsals of Grease. That's, excuse me, Tuesday night. And so you will be...
Thursday night.
You'll open Thursday. But
yes.
Tonight it's Tuesday.
Tonight it's Tuesday.
Yes. And then you'll be having a special show for the city.
That's tomorrow night.
Wednesday night. But the opening is Thursday night.
Right. And we do Thursday through Sunday
right.
For the next 5 weeks at 8 o'clock. We can't start earlier because we have to wait for the sun to go down so our lights can help us. And you're hearing mic checks behind me.
Yes.
So, but the whole setup is going for 5 weeks. So Thursday through Sunday, every weekend until we close on July 12th.
At 8 o'clock every night.
Yeah, 8 o'clock every night. You want me to tell you about the rest of the season?
I do want. Yeah, I do. But we're looking at a clip of some of the hairstyles that we talked about.
Oh yeah.
That you've been teasing.
Well, I got to tell
curling
you. Yes.
behind the set.
That's all Amber Glasgow.
Nice. Yeah. Very good. And so, what do you got? So you've got Grease to start.
We've got Grease, and that opens July 30th.
Okay.
And it plays through August 9th.
That's the next show. That's Shrek.
Right. Shrek opens the last day of July and plays through August 9th for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's the one that has the 24 younger kids playing fairy tale characters. And we actually have some mother and daughter and father and son combinations in Shrek, which we love that when the parents get to be involved with their kids.
Yeah.
Now you have to have talent, but we open up. The mentoring program is so important to us. We have nice, really talented people that nurture local talent, and they shoot up like a rocket.
Well, and you talked about how the other actors get like a following because they're
Yes.
here so much from out of town and people recognize them.
Yes.
And I think parents have also come to recognize what their kids are getting from signing up for these classes and getting some mentoring from these folks who kind of perform in other places and can share that with their kids who are growing up. And you've seen that program grow a lot over the years too, I think.
Yes,
right?
oh, absolutely.
So that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Then the last show of this season is the October Halloween show, and all these
unofficially
shows,
known as the Scott Michlin birthday show.
That's
but okay.
right.
Yeah, in October.
When they voted on these, the first 2 seasons are all movies. So, Grease is a movie, Shrek is a movie, and Jekyll and Hyde has been many movies. This is the version by Frank Wildhorn, which is a little poppy, believe it or not. It's got power ballads in it, but it's a really specifically detailed honoring of the Robert Louis Stevenson original short story. And if you read that, it's got some pretty scary moments in it, and they are all in this show. So Sweeney Todd had humor, and Jekyll and Hyde has driven dramatic.
Okay.
And I can't announce it yet, but I will tell you as a little preview, it looks like maybe we're doing our third season of musicals, and we plan to announce that by the end of the summer.
Okay. All right. And it sounds like with Jekyll and Hyde, you will corner the market on fake blood.
Yeah, we believe it or not, we had to do fake blood in Sweeney, and it's a big hassle because it gets on costumes. We are not using any blood with the actors, but we're putting it all in the multimedia. So when somebody gets mad, it'll be a big thing and a thing down it.
Okay.
And I think that's cleaner, and multimedia can just be as shocking as what we do. We'll still do it on stage.
Right.
We're just not pumping blood through everything.
That makes sense, probably.
Really
the
does.
dry cleaners probably appreciate that,
It'll
too.
still be scary.
Yeah, I'm sure. No kidding. Very true. Well, Randy, thank you so much for letting me come in and interrupt your rehearsal on the final nights of putting everything together. We're looking forward to the show. It is Grease here at Lions Wilderness Park Amphitheater, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8 p.m. Opens July 11th through June 11th, through July the 12th. Those are the dates of the show. And you'll be here, and you'll be enjoying the breezes of New Mexico.
And let me always just take this moment to say how much we appreciate Scott Michlin and his solid support of the arts. And he is supportive of everybody in Farmington, and we should all just take notice of that every now and then. He's a good friend of our program, but he's also just a good friend of Farmington.
Well, you're kind to say that. Thank you very much. Thank you for all that you bring to town, and we're looking forward to seeing the show, and we'll see you out here soon.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you,
Randy,
my friend.
thank you very much. That is Randy West, of course, from Four Corners Musical Theater, my guest here, KSJE on the road. We're going to leave you with a few more scenes from Grease, the musical, opening this Thursday night out here at Lions Wilderness Park Amphitheater. We'll see you next time, everyone, for
Thank you,
KSJE
Scotty.
on the road. You're welcome, Randy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
She said boys could see up my dress in the reflection. You do, but I'm still. Well, you want it, don't you?
At San Juan County Partnership, our mission is a thriving and healthy community. We strive to achieve this through educating our youth about eating healthy, moving every day, and the harmful effects of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We educate adults about access to health care, the dangers of polysubstance use, and drinking and driving. We work hard to keep families housed and to help those without permanent shelter have a place to call home. We are here for you. We are San Juan County Partnership.
There are days when the weight of the world is heavy on your shoulders. But there is something you should know. You are never alone. There are beautiful people in this world who will walk with you when you feel off course, guide you when you need it most. They are there for you, and they're closer than you think.
KSJE on the road is supported by San Juan County, building a stronger community since 1887. San Juan County includes the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, San Juan County Fire and Rescue, San Juan County Office of Emergency Management, and Riverview Golf Course in Kirtland. The mission of San Juan County is to provide responsible public services through the direction of the County Commission, while striving to be professional, courteous, and committed to improving the quality of life for citizens that it serves. Learn more at sjcounty.net.
This corner of the world is our corner. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are working together in a shared mission and vision to deliver world-class care, making life better for the communities we're privileged to serve. Life is our sacred trust. Better is our mission. Here is our home. San Juan Regional Medical Center. To life better here. Visit lifebetterhere.com to learn more.
KSJE On the Road is supported by Four Corners Economic Development, supporting and building economically vibrant businesses and communities in the Four Corners region through effective partnerships. FORSED is a public-private partnership that unites county and municipal governments with its member businesses and other resource partners to build the intentional economic future of San Juan County. Learn more about the ways FORSED is helping existing businesses thrive and grow and attracting new businesses to the community at the number 4cornersed.com.
When you need precision from above, Zia Drone Operations has you covered. Monitor your project like never before with detailed site progress tracking, giving you real-time insights and stunning visuals. From rugged landscapes to complex environments, our advanced terrain analysis delivers the data you need to plan with confidence. Transform your projects with high-precision 3D modeling and mapping designed to bring every detail into focus. Our cutting-edge aerial imagery gives you crystal-clear visuals for marketing, planning, and beyond. Fully licensed, insured, and compliant with all FAA rules and regulations, Zia Drone Operations delivers professional, reliable, and innovative solutions from the sky. Elevate your vision today.